How you doing, Rico? How you doing, sir?
What's up, brother? Pleasure to meet you. Doing
Uh,
amazing.
Where are you calling from?
So originally, I'm from California.
Hmm.
I'm out on business trip in Ohio right now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, sir.
So we're both in America, but we're probably like hours away from you. I'm sitting here in Miami right now. We're probably hours and hours away from each other because I know this
Yeah, bro.
and stuff like that. So, so tell me a little bit about yourself, Rico.
I'm a 20-year-old self-made entrepreneur. I have a YouTube channel, a TikTok channel, and I'm a quote-unquote influencer. I inspire the youth to start their own businesses, and I'm just overall a good dude, bro.
Okay, cool. So you joined. We was talking about when you joined the real world when you were
Yeah.
16. So what kind of campus did you go into first of all? Yeah.
So I joined the consecration campus and I already had a personal brand at this time. It was literally like I started my personal brand and I joined the world and literally just I feel like everything just helped and I just started seeing a bunch of success because I joined the world.
So what camp are you? Sorry, just remind me again what campus you went into first of all.
The content creation campus.
Content creation campus, and then you already had your own personal brand, so that helped you. How did it help you uplift what you already had?
So it taught me camera basics. It taught me how to edit good videos, and it just taught me good content overall. I see a lot of people that want to start like their own personal brand. They're like, "Oh, where do I start?" It's like you need to figure out what you want to do, what you want to post about, your niche. Then you need to have good content. You can't just post like shit videos and expect it to blow up. Me,
Mm.
my first ever video, it got like 30K, and then my second video, it got like millions of views when I first started, just because
Mhm.
I already learned all the principles.
Yeah, yeah. So you had those principles installed, or that's what the real world helped you to understand what you actually needed to actually get that 30K to millions of videos.
Yeah. So I saw like good content. I was like, wow, how do I replicate that? So I tried my very best, but once I joined the world, it actually broke down exactly what I needed to do in order to create that good content.
So then, how did that change you financially? So obviously, you were probably doing well pre joining the real world. So then, how long did it take you from the 4 years to yeah? But we'll start. How did that help you financially? First of all, I'll start up with that question first.
Like, how much can you ask it again? My bad.
Yeah, sorry. How much did that help you? Because obviously, being 16 years old, was you earning money at at that time, that point in time?
So I turned 17 like shortly after. So I was 17 at the time. At
Hmm.
17 is when I made my first $2,000 online because of YouTube.
Right. Awesome.
So that was my first ever online money, and like once I like saw that, I was like, wow. I was still in high school at the time. I made 2K online, and I was like, I'm doing this while I'm still in high school. Imagine if I maybe not go to college and I pursue consecration full time.
Mm.
So yeah, I literally just pursued it and just I just kept going.
So when you joined the real world and it helped you to break down certain aspects of what you were doing, how did that elevate your finances?
So when I joined the world, it taught me how to make more money because I knew I wanted to do social media, and like now I have close to 1 million followers collectively. But it's like, okay, how do I monetize it? How do I get brand deals? How do I talk with these brands? And with the professors and the people who already like are successful within the world, you're able to ask them questions like, yo, this brand reached out to me. How much do I charge them? And if I was doing this solo without the world, I don't think I'd be able to have someone that I could like contact. Be like, yo,
Mm.
like I don't know. Like generally don't know what do I charge them? Like 1,000, 5,000.
Mm.
So now it's literally like fast forward to the 4 years, like I'm already on a roll. Like I'm getting brand deals left and right. I just got paid. Let's see if it show this.
Just tell me because I probably won't be able to see it from there. I got. Oh, okay, cool. 10K.
10K payment just like that, bro. Just because of content. So
So
it's
is
crazy.
that on a monthly? So what are you roughly on a monthly basis now? From okay, cool. You when you first started before you joined the real world, you made your first 2K. And how long was
Yeah.
you making 2K for before you joined the real world? And then from the real world, how did that elevate your how did that elevate your monthly income?
So I joined the role at the same time I started my entrepreneurship journey. So I didn't really
Hmm.
make anything. So my first business was selling snacks in school. That's what I like blew up about. So I
Yeah.
already had cash to like invest in myself, which
Mm-hmm.
is what I used to purchase the real world. So after I
Yeah.
purchased the real world, I wanted to make online money because I knew I was about to graduate and I needed like a quote unquote career.
Mm-hmm.
So after I joined the road, that's when I made the 2K. And then after that, I just started making 2K, 3K, 1K, 500, 750, 850, 2K, 2K. It just kept adding up and getting more sustainable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, obviously, the money that you started to make and you saw a consistent kind of flow into that, did you kind of treat yourself anything, or did you think, okay, cool, I need to get better computers, better space where I can? What did you kind of like think? Okay, cool, I've earned this money. What am I going to do with it?
So for me, it's kind of crazy because I literally documented like my entire journey, literally my entire journey from day one all the way till up to now.
Mm-hmm.
So this camera itself costs just shy of $10,000, which is kind of crazy.
Mm,
This Mac is an M5, this Mac's an M2, and the whole studio is just kind of crazy.
mm,
So with the money I was making, I reinvested into myself. Yeah, I could have went and bought a crazy supercar at 18 or whatever, but I was like, no, I need to double down. I need to invest in myself. So I bought iPhones, I bought cameras, I bought mics, I bought literally everything that's gonna help me just create better content.
like
So
that.
even if that was experiences, like if I had to go on a trip somewhere, like it's a business experience
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I make
yeah,
content about it.
yeah.
So that's just my mindset now. Literally just reinvest into myself. I feel like I'm already kind of steady. Like my money's just multiplying, multiplying, multiplying,
Mm,
and like I'm like really successful. Like 4 years later, and it's crazy. I did it in such a short amount of time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, like that 10K is crazy. But is that 10K on that month, or is that like?
This one.
Yeah, yeah. Is that over a month period, a 6 month period, 2 week period?
So this $10,000 that I just
Yeah.
got paid, it's gonna be month to month as long as I continue performing. So this brand, they want consistent content, they want a schedule, and they want my style of videos. I have a particular style that goes viral, that builds like brand rapport, is just like it's so distinctive that people are like, wow, like Rico, how do you create these videos?
Mm,
And TRW is the one that taught me like the basics of it, but I just added my personality. I added
mm,
like different edits. I added make it funny, entertaining, but it's also value driven because it's
mm,
like I make videos about like oh how to start a vending machine business, how to start a power washing business, how to start a trash can car detailing business, all that
mm,
stuff. I try it. I give them the tips. I go with professionals who are already in this business making loads of money, and
mm,
then I make it fun to watch. That's like the main thing is I make it super fun to watch.
mm. So you investing in yourself is now actually it's now actually paying off. You can
Yeah,
actually do the right thing. Do you know what I mean? Didn't do
yeah.
anything stupid, but just thought about the business long term. And yeah, now guys, what would you say was the hardest part, like about the whole journey?
The hardest part about being an entrepreneur is literally just your mindset because it's telling you, yo, you're not doing something right. You're on the wrong path. You should just go to college. Right when I made the decision to not go to college and right when I graduated, I had the biggest FOMO I've ever had in my life because I was just so accustomed to every single school year starting a new class. So I
Mm,
was used to seeing new faces, new teachers, new people, new environment. And when I just kind of shocked myself into not doing that, I was like, I was just thinking like, "Oh, am I on the right path?" I didn't know if I was going to be successful. I knew I was, but that thought just kept creeping in the back of my mind. It's like,
mm,
"Yo,
mm,
Rico, what are you doing?" It's because it was so foreign. It was so taboo to me.
mm, mm. So what would you say was like flip that on its head? So your biggest turning point, your biggest realization.
In terms of like entrepreneurship, or
Personally, or entrepreneurship, or both. Let's say both.
can you ask the question again?
The biggest realization, your biggest turning point, your biggest realization.
Turning point, like achievement, or
Turning point to make like I can actually do this. I am actually going to do this. I am actually,
okay, okay, okay. I get you.
um, personally with myself. It's like like, and that can mean both elements. I know I can do this. I'm going to do this. All right. I
Yeah.
have a goal. I'm going to set myself this goal, and I'm going to achieve that goal. And that's
Okay.
kind of thing.
So I guess for me, my biggest goal was to hit 10K because that's like the milestone that once you do that, you're able to do it again. You tell yourself like, wow, people go to college and spend years just to achieve this type of quote unquote paycheck.
Mm,
Once I hit 10K, it's actually kind of crazy. I hit $10,000 in a month. Then I got my silver play button because I hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't have it with me right now,
yeah,
but
yeah.
time, I was like, it was
That should be
just,
stuck up behind in your studio. That should
yeah,
be
no, bro, it should be right here,
yeah,
man.
it should be right there. Yeah,
But like, to me, the followers were cool. But now that I had something tangible, which was a silver play button, it's like, wow, like, like I did it. Like it gave me the chills, and I remember I shed a little tear, bro.
yeah. Mm.
But and especially with the 10K, like I even took the 10K in cash just so I could feel it and see it. Like, wow, like I made this in 1 month. Like people don't even make that in 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah,
So it just made it real physical for me. And once I saw that, it's just like I knew I was on the right path.
good stuff. Good stuff. So then, you work on kind of followers as opposed to clients, or do you work on a little bit of both?
So I work on a little bit of both. My main priority is my personal brand because I see that as something that nobody can ever take away from me. It's like I walk around, people are like, yo, Rico. Like people know me. Like they're like, yo, I love your stuff. I love your content. They take photos of me. I give them stickers that I could sign for them. So it's literally like I'm an influencer. Like the word's a little weird to me, but I am an influencer. And people get messages like, yo, you inspired me to start this business. You inspired me to start this. Like I see people literally following my footsteps and they tell me, like, they give me my flowers, like, yo, I probably wouldn't have been on this path if it wasn't for you. So that's my main business. That's my passion, is just literally helping other people, showing them that it can be done. Cause like everybody else, I'm just a normal kid that just wanted to be something better than what he saw around him.
So your clients, how did you? Obviously, you got followers, but with your clients and your yeah. So how did you obtain your first clients, so to speak?
So my main business is my personal brand. I have like
Yeah.
little segment businesses that come apart. So one of them is social media consulting, where people are like, yo, Rico, how'd you get all these followers? What can you do for my business or my brand? So then I charge them a fee, whatever we come down to, whatever we agree on, and then I help them with their content. Locally, I help this big real estate group. I film all their reels, all their shorts, just make them pop on Instagram. And then bigger corporate clients, like people like, oh, Rico, we don't know nothing about social media. What can you tell us and what can you help us? So then we work out a partnership, we work out a deal, and I get paid because that. And then not even to mention sponsorships. And then also on the part time, I do UGC as well. So I literally just stacking my income like five to
Yeah,
40.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple coming from
Multiple
both.
sources of income.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. That's the way. That's the way. So, how many clients do you have at the moment?
It varies, but right now I have one consistent agency that brings me brand deals.
Yeah.
And then I have two main clients that I'm helping with social media right now. And
Okay,
then the
cool.
group, and then the locally the group, and then any little one offs here and there.
Okay, cool. So, what's the plan for 6 months' time? So, in 6 months' time, where's your business going to be?
That's always been a hard question because it's like just like stuff happens, literally just springs up. Like it's so sporadic and it's so spontaneous.
Mm.
But in 6 months' time, physical, I want to be in the best shape of my life. You can't see it, but I got a six pack. I'm pretty fit, pretty boxy, bro. But I
Yeah,
got the machete.
does
Yeah,
that relate?
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Just in case, bro.
Yeah.
And so physical, I got to be best shape of my life. Money wise, I want to be making at least consistent 20 to 25 per month, higher even. And right now it's just establishing relationships. Like in the beginning, I didn't really care about money as long as I was making what I needed to live. I was literally all about establishing relationships. And that's something that I guess a lot of people get wrong is they're like, oh, I need cash. I need cash. Like, oh, if people don't pay me cash, I'm not going to do anything. For 1 year, this big brand that I've been working with, I've it took me this long to nurture them because they're like, oh, we don't know. They're just going back and forth. But since I was consistent, I was showing value. I was building the relationship, and I wasn't pushy. Now they're like, okay, Rico, we're gonna reward you. Boom, the money just falls in my lap.
Mm.
So people need to stop worrying about money and just focus on building up themselves, showing value, and building the relationship. Once you do that, the money will literally just come to you.
Come to you.
Literally.
I literally say exactly the same thing. You can build. You can literally you can build and build and build, but don't worry about don't necessarily worry about the money. Put in the work, and once you put in the work, and the people understand, and you build like exactly what you say. You build relationships, you build everything else like that. Then everything else will come to you. The money will just literally, as you say, fall in your lap, and it will be so easy. It'll be so
Yeah.
easy. Okay, cool. So, do you like still check into the real world, and do you still do like daily check-ins and stuff like that?
I check in here and there. Not gonna lie, I could be better. But everybody knows me. they're like, "Yo, Rico." Whenever I do hop in, everybody knows me just because I was a captain within the world.
Mm,
But it's like now I have just so much on my plate that I need to focus on my business. But it's
mm,
still, I'm still like a role model for the real students. And
yeah.
a lot of them found my personal brand. They're like, "Yo, well, you're from the real." I'm like, "Yeah, bro," and
Mm,
it inspires them. So I feel like that's all. That's what I've always wanted to do is just inspire people, show them that like you can do what you want and achieve if you just work and grind for it. I literally,
mm,
like I told you earlier, I literally documented my whole journey. If you go inside the world, you tag me and you go to my hero journey, you will see my very first paychecks were like $300 to $400 from UGC, and then you see my big wins from my personal brand, and all my achievements, all my milestones just stacked on each other. So I like to say I have massive credibility and respect within the world, and that warrants like everything that's come to me.
awesome. Do you you see like you've documented the whole process of the real world? Do you plan on putting that on like any form of socials? You got a YouTube channel. Do you plan on like putting it on there just to show more people to maybe gain a few more people?
Yeah. So whenever someone's asking me like, "Oh, what did you do to start?" I just tell people like, "Oh, I joined Hustlers University," and they laugh, but like I'm being serious. And then like once their laugh wears off, they're like, "Oh, are you for real?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like I chose Hustlers University over university.
Yeah.
I chose Hustlers University over college. So it's like people just they could laugh, they could say whatever they want, but honestly, it taught me a lot more than I would say any other university or college or any other school would ever teach me personally
Mm,
because I was learning a skill that's in demand. The paycheck that I showed you on my phone, they're paying me because it's a skill in demand. And I don't think AI can ever take that. I
mm,
personally use AI to help me with my business in certain parts, but no one could ever take what I have in my brain.
mm. Have you ever conveyed like the people that say like how do you start or anything else? Have you actually said when you join the real world, they were like, have they had a second thought and thought, actually, do you know what I mean? Maybe we should, or maybe you should, or do you know what I mean? Have they actually had that second thought and actually joined, or have they just like, just okay, cool, you joined it, we still admire your work, etc., etc., etc. Have they just like kind of left it to the side, or have they actually joined?
So I have a couple people that I know personally that like they've started their journey and they told me they were going to start and they became very successful.
Mm,
And I met probably some of like my best friends from the world. So because when I started this journey, I was basically alone. Like no one around me was doing what I wanted to do. No one was an entrepreneur. I didn't have access to all these entrepreneurs that I have access to now, just because I built myself up to the level. Within the world, I met people that were like minded and on the same progress as me. They were barely starting. We were barely starting. Now we're both successful. Now we're both just enjoying life and just seeing how we could triple our success.
that's cool. So you've
Yeah.
got no friends from when you used to be at college, or like the friends that you used to hang out with. You've got none of those
Yeah.
friends anymore, or
Yeah.
you still
So I didn't even go to college. In high school was my last school
high school?
year.
Yeah, yeah.
And like majority of my friends from high school, I don't really speak to just because they went on their separate paths. No
Mm,
one was doing what I wanted to do. I would literally tell my friends like, "Yo, let's go do this business. Let's film, bro. Let's do all this." No one wanted to do anything, so it's like I just took it upon myself that no one is coming to save me. I had to just grind for myself because no one's gonna hand me anything, and I did. Now I look back, it's like, whoa, like look at Rico, look at what Rico accomplished.
mm,
I had one of my old friends tell me to my face, like, "Yo, Rico, honestly, you inspire me to go harder every day just because I see what you've been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time." So
mm.
that makes me inspired as well.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. You keep going, inspired to keep going,
Yeah,
keep
man.
doing because you're inspiring people.
Yeah,
People, there's eyes on you.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
from that point onwards, it's like it's all the way up, bro.
There
Go on.
there's always eyes on you even if you don't know or even if those people never say. Because I
Yeah,
have quote
100%.
unquote haters that
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even
yeah,
follow
yeah,
me,
yeah. But
but
we
they
like
be yeah.
we like haters. Haters are good. Haters are good for the brand. No, seriously, haters are they're like, okay, cool. They're gonna hate on you, but they're watching you. So all they're
Exactly.
doing is bringing revenue to you.
Exactly.
This is what it is. We like haters. If you want to
Yeah.
say something bad, say something bad. It ain't gonna affect me. It ain't gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing.
No, never.
I'm not even gonna look at what you're doing. But if I did look at what you're doing, I bet you're not achieving what I'm achieving.
Oh, hate. Someone told me this that hate never comes from above. So if someone's saying hate, they're below you. Like
Exactly.
when we're in Miami, bro, they're gonna be hating even more, man.
Exactly, exactly. So you know what I mean. Bring the haters on. Bring them on. It's
Yeah.
it's fine. I'll welcome you. I'll shake your hand. You ain't gonna stop what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I'll get more people like you. So it just lift me up. Happy days. Not problem.
Exactly.
No problem. No
Yeah.
problem. Okay, Rico. I'm gonna follow you. I don't think I follow you. So I'm gonna follow you.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna have a look at your work. Super
Yes,
impressed with what
sir.
you're doing, man. Super impressed with what you're doing. You're fully confident, fully there. You know exactly where you're gonna be. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Keep getting
sir.
those 10K paychecks. Get more.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah, do what you're doing. It's absolutely awesome speaking to you, sir.
Appreciate
Uh,
you, brother.
no worries. And yeah, we'll speak to you soon, hopefully.
Yes, sir. See you soon.
Take care.